Patara, a bustling port city on the Mediterranean coast. The sun shines brightly on the turquoise waters. This is the world into which Nicholas is born, around 270 AD. We know little of his early childhood, yet even then, perhaps a seed of compassion was already being sown. Patara, part of the Roman Empire, thrives on trade. Its streets teem with merchants, sailors, and travelers. This melting pot of cultures exposes young Nicholas to a diverse world. He sees both wealth and poverty. This contrast leaves a deep impression on him. Nicholas is born to wealthy Christian parents. They instill in him a deep faith and a strong moral compass. Tragedy strikes early as both parents succumb to an epidemic. This leaves Nicholas orphaned and with a substantial inheritance. However, Nicholas is no ordinary young man. He chooses a different path. He decides to use his wealth to help those less fortunate. This sets the stage for a life of extraordinary generosity. Nicholas inherits his family's wealth. He is now a young man of means, but material possessions hold little allure for him. His heart yearns to make a difference. He remembers the plight of the poor in Patara. He dedicates his life to helping the needy. He gives away food, clothing, and shelter. His actions are always discreet. He seeks no recognition or praise. His generosity becomes legendary in Patara. People whisper of a secret benefactor, a guardian angel watching over them. One story exemplifies his generosity. He learns of a poor man burdened by debt. The man is desperate. He is considering selling his 3 daughters into servitude. This was a common practice in those times, but deeply abhorrent to Nicholas. Nicholas takes action. Under the cover of darkness, he throws bags of gold coins through the man's window. This act of kindness saves the daughters from a terrible fate. It becomes one of the most enduring legends associated with Saint Nicholas. The Roman Empire is in turmoil. Christians face brutal persecution under Emperor Diocletian. Nicholas, a devout Christian, refuses to renounce his faith. He continues to help the persecuted even as danger surrounds him. Nicholas is imprisoned for his beliefs. He endures harsh conditions and torture, but his spirit remains unbroken. His faith sustains him during these dark times. Relief comes with Constantine's rise to power. Constantine's Edict of Milan in 313 AD grants religious freedom to Christians. Nicholas is released from prison. He witnesses a period of significant change. The early church flourishes. Nicholas plays an active role in its development. He travels to the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. This pivotal council shapes the future of Christianity. Nicholas's presence there underscores his importance in the early church. His life takes a remarkable turn, from persecuted prisoner to respected church leader. Nicholas's reputation for piety and compassion grows. He becomes Bishop of Myra, a city near his birthplace. He is known for his humility and his dedication to his flock. He continues his charitable work, always in secret. Stories of his good deeds spread far and wide. He is said to have calmed storms at sea, saving the lives of sailors. He is credited with rescuing the falsely accused from unjust punishment. The line between fact and legend blurs. A particular story solidifies his image as a protector of children. He resurrects 3 young boys murdered by an innkeeper. This miracle cements his sainthood in the eyes of many. Nicholas dies on December 6, probably around 343 AD. The exact year is uncertain, but his legacy is not. He is buried in Myra, his tomb becoming a pilgrimage site. As centuries pass, his legend grows. Section 5, From Saint to Santa, the making of a modern icon. The story of Saint Nicholas travels west with European merchants and crusaders. His name, his deeds, his generosity resonate with people across cultures. He becomes a popular saint, especially in the Netherlands. His feast day, December 6th, becomes a time for gift-giving. This tradition echoes Nicholas's secret gift of gold coins. Children eagerly await the arrival of Santa Claus, the Dutch name for Saint Nicholas. The image of Saint Nicholas undergoes a transformation in America. He sheds his bishop's attire and takes on a more jolly persona. The plump, bearded Santa Claus with his sleigh and reindeer is born. Thomas Nast, a 19th century cartoonist, popularizes this image. His illustrations in Harper's Weekly cement Santa's place in American culture. Coca-Cola's iconic Santa Claus advertising campaign further solidifies his image in the 20th century. Section 6. Across the Sands of Time, introducing Zain Abidin. In the sands of Arabia, another man centuries earlier embodies the spirit of selfless giving. Zain Abidin, born in 36 AD, is the fourth Imam in Shia Islam. Like Nicholas, he is known for his piety and compassion. Zain Abidin is a descendant of Prophet Muhammad. He carries the legacy of his grandfather, known for his generosity and kindness. Zain Abidin witnesses a time of great political upheaval. Despite this, he dedicates himself to a life of service. He is known for his profound knowledge and his eloquence in prayer. But it is his secret acts of charity that truly set him apart. He would go out at night, disguised, carrying food and provisions for the poor. Like Nicholas, Zain Abidin believes in the dignity of every human being. He sees charity not as an act of pity, but as an act of justice. His life is a testament to the power of compassion to transcend cultural and religious boundaries. Section 7. Echoes of generosity, shared values, different cultures, separated by time, geography and religious tradition. St. Nicholas and Zain Abidin are united by their shared values. Both men inherited wealth but chose to use it to uplift the downtrodden. They understood that true wealth lies in compassion and generosity. Both men believed in the power of anonymous giving. They understood that true charity is about the act itself, not the recognition it brings. Their actions were driven by a deep love for humanity, a belief in the inherent worth of every individual. They both lived in turbulent times, witnessing persecution and injustice, yet they never lost their faith or their compassion. They are beacons of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, the light of human kindness can shine through. Their stories transcend their respective faiths, offering universal lessons in empathy and generosity. They remind us that the true measure of a person is not what they own, but how they treat others, especially those less fortunate. Section 8. Beyond the Icon, Remembering the True Spirit. The image of St. Nicholas has evolved over centuries, morphing into the jolly figure of Santa Claus. While the modern Santa brings joy to children, it's important to remember the man behind the myth. Similarly, Zain Abidin, though revered by millions, is often unknown outside of the Shia community. His story deserves to be heard, his legacy of quiet generosity celebrated. Both figures remind us that true charity is not confined to a specific season or a particular faith. It's a way of life, a commitment to making the world a more just and compassionate place. Their stories challenge us to look beyond the commercialization of holidays and the superficiality of charitable acts driven by social pressure. They call us to embrace the true spirit of giving, one that is rooted in empathy, humility and a genuine desire to alleviate suffering. Section 9. A Legacy of Kindness, a Call to Action. As we navigate an increasingly complex world grappling with issues of inequality and injustice, the stories of St. Nicholas and Zain Abidin offer a timeless message of hope. They remind us that even small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, creating a more compassionate world. Their legacy challenges us to look beyond ourselves, to recognize the needs of others, and to extend a helping hand whenever possible. Whether it's donating to a worthy cause, volunteering our time, or simply offering a kind word to someone in need, every act of generosity counts. Let us carry the torch of their compassion, illuminating the world with acts of kindness, big and small. Let us create a world where the spirit of giving is not a seasonal event but a way of life. a world where the legacy of Saint Nicholas and Zainul Abidin continues to inspire generations to come.